Congratulations are in order for Kristen Bell and Adam Brody. Season 2 of Nobody Wants This has officially wrapped, and fans are calling it one of the best shows on TV. As Bell and Brody tell ET, this season was all about love, conflict, and a little bit of chaos. Noah and I are figuring out how to be a we, Bell says. We're doing the whole interfaith thing. Heading into the new season, the pair admit there were nerves, but not the kind you'd expect. I wouldn't say pressure, Brody shared. More like being a little self-conscious. Bell quickly jumped in, laughing. That's really cute that you said that just now. The two admit the internet's obsession with their on-screen chemistry created unexpected moments of awkwardness. We did so many interviews about the kiss, Brody recalled. I just didn't know what to do with my hands. Bell laughed. It's already a thing when you're acting. Suddenly you start thinking, have these always been here? What do I do with them? Eventually, they both relaxed back into the work. You're back on set, and you forget in 15 minutes, Brody said. I kept my hands holstered this season. He's mysterious now. When asked about expectations for season 2, Bell was candid. I never know how a project will be received, she said. I just do the best job I can. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I felt like this one had all the right ingredients, story, chemistry, everything we needed to move forward. Bell praised the show's hyper-real tone, comparing it to Curb Your Enthusiasm. Those tiny, everyday moments that happen right after you fall in love, that's where all the best stories live. You could have Larry David do anything, and it's funny. That's what Aaron Foster wanted for this show. To capture real, awkward, hilarious moments between people who are trying to figure it all out. This season also introduced fans to Brody's real-life wife, Leighton Meester, in a role that gave audiences a bit of déjà vu. It felt very Blair Waldorf-esque, one reporter teased. Referencing Meester's Gossip Girl days, Brody laughed. If it was intentional, I'll disappoint you across the board. It wasn't. Bell jumped in, adding, Leighton can wear an outfit, that's a fact. She's gorgeous, and she fits that role perfectly. She's the kind of woman you're drawn to but a little scared of. She's intelligent and funny, a great sparring partner for Joanne. And yes, Bell admits she saw a bit of Blair in her co-star too. It did remind me a little bit of Blair, but Leighton is even funnier. She brought so much charm and humor to the set. It was a delight. Between laughs, Bell also reflected on family memories while on set. My grandmother had a secret girlfriend, she revealed playfully, before turning the mood back to the show's future. As for her husband, Dax Shepard, don't expect him to appear in season 3 anytime soon. No, Dax is overacting, she said with a smile. He just wants to talk to people. The podcast is doing great, and he's not begging me for jobs. He doesn't want call times or hair and makeup. He's living his best life. When talk turned to the emotional finale, both stars admitted the ending hit hard. I am scared, Bell said in character during one of the finale's most gut-wrenching scenes. If we move in together now, then that's it. So, how did they react when they first read that heartbreaking breakup twist? My gut reaction was just, no, Brody admitted. The last 2 episodes were in flux until the very last minute. I saw a few versions and we were in constant communication about it, so it wasn't a surprise. But it still stung, Bell added. Part of being in a relationship is facing those exact issues. It's uncomfortable, but it's honest. And that's what makes the show work. Brody explained. We anticipated it early in the writer's room. That's the structure you bottom out emotionally, right before you get all the feels again. You want the heartbreak because it makes the reunion worth it. The actor laughed. Honestly, the worse it feels, the more I'm into it. We need drama, and fans did get a payoff. By the finale's end, Noah and Joanne found their way back to one another, hinting at what's next. We'll figure it out, Bell said. How we do that, we don't know. But it opens the door perfectly for another season. Brody agreed. They're in that messy, relatable stage of a relationship. There are 1,000 different directions it could go. They could get married and someone gets cold feet. They could stay engaged forever. They could have a baby. Anything could happen, Bell added thoughtfully. That's what keeps it interesting. Real life doesn't move in straight lines. Brody chimed in. I like the idea of something physical that represents love, like kids, marriage, shared space. They're not so young anymore, so they can start facing those bigger life choices. Both actors agreed there's plenty of material left for future seasons. This could easily go 3, 4, 5 seasons, Brody said. There's a lot of meat on that bone, and if you're wondering whether Belle and Brody see a happy ending for Noah and Joanne, they're staying tight. Lipped Belle smiled. You are my soulmate. That's all that matters.